Hello Aries, it's Kim Jolene with Finding Your Fiji, and I'm here doing your monthly reading for August 2016. So for my fellow Aries, this month we are doing things a little bit differently. And you will see we are actually going to have a theme for the month, which we'll start out with that. Then I'm going to be drawing cards from our Archangel Tarot deck, which I always draw from, and that will be their past, present, future for the month of August. And then we'll be drawing some cards from messages from your angels. And for those of you that are wondering where is the rest of the reading, there will be more information at the very end. I've got another little blip of a video at the end. You'll see it kind of fade out and fade back in, I think. And that will give you a little bit more information about the deeper dive reading and how you can get a hold of that. So let's go ahead and get started. So your theme for the month is, I always want to, when I do the pictures, I get really close. So I was like wanting to do that, but I don't need to. So this is Five of Fire. The fire cards are all about passion and action. And this is really about having, it's kind of one of those chaos cards, but having too much going on at once. And for the month of August, what they're wanting you to do is to stop splitting your energy. So many different things that you could be focusing on and are trying to focus on at one time. They're wanting you to pick one main thing that you want to focus on and be able to complete that. And I'll just to kind of give you an example of how that works is when you do that, amazing things can happen. Like it's amazing to me how much I've accomplished in the last week when I've just been like solely focused on one thing, which is this membership program and the deep dive stuff. And so there's a lot of details with what's going on, and because I'm a fellow Aries, I'm experiencing this too, right? So many different details in trying to create this program for all of you and figure that out. And the same thing's going on for you. So lots of details, and what the angels want to let you know is to please ask them for help with anything. It doesn't matter. Like to you it may seem trivial, like, oh, it's just a computer issue or whatever the heck it is, but whatever it is, they want to help. And so please just offer it up, like give that to them. Anything that you're having issues with, just give it to them and let them transform it for your highest self. And that in turn will, or for your highest, how do I want to put that? For your highest purpose, for your highest path, I guess is what I want to say around that. So asking them to show you your highest path around that, and that in turn will be the highest, in the highest good for all. Not only for the highest good of you, but for the highest good of everyone. And so there may be some conflict with other people that comes up this month in August. And I've already experienced that a little bit, and really just coming to those situations and working with those people from a space of love and light, okay? So, there's lots of stuff going on for different people. You have no idea what's going on with a person that you're having a conflict with. Who knows? And so really just, if they're not treating you the way that you want to be treated, just send them more love and respond in a way that is loving. So here's a tip for you. When you get triggered, so for instance, when, somebody says something or does something that like you feel a lot of emotion coming up around, right? What you need to do is not react in that moment to them, not send that email, not respond in that moment, but take some time to feel that emotion and get the message from the emotion before you go and respond. And feeling the emotion, essentially what you want to do is feel where that is in your body and give it space and be an observer of that is what you want to be doing. And then, once you've done your inner work, then you can come back and look at it from a space of love and light, put that up to the highest light, and see what needs to be shared or how that can be responded to, okay? So that is our theme for the month. Let's get going with the rest of the reading. So we're going to do, again, as I mentioned, a past, present, future, and the past is basically the basis of the situation. These are things that you already know, things that are already happening. So you're asking, why do they bring that up? Well, for one, it's to show the connection, so that you feel and can understand that this connection is real, that I am connecting with your angels and guides, and I am just relaying information that they have for you. That's my job here, is just to be a conduit and relay the information. And they also want to give you some information and guidance around what you're already experiencing. So sometimes there's a question like, why am I dealing with this? Why is this coming up for me? And so they're wanting to give you more information about that. All right, so that is why the past comes up. Okay, so the past, lots of air cards, lots of head stuff this month, Aries. Lots of head stuff. So the past card we have is the 9 of Air. And I typically love the number 9 because it's about reaching new heights. But in this case, the 9 of Air is just not a fantastic card, and thankfully it's a pass card, so yay. But the 9 of Air is really about when you start getting in that downward spiral, so your thoughts start going down, 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 and you're thinking like the worst possible thing that could happen, and you're focused on that. And that is a self-fulfilling prophecy. Then that's what comes in. And it's not pretty, and it's not fun. And I don't know about you guys, but I experienced a lot of this in July. I had so much emotional processing to do, and really had like a dark night of the soul. And I feel like a couple different times during the month that was just like, oh my goodness. So many tears and so much emotion and so much processing. So, and again, for me, similar to you, I mean, I'm human. That happens, and I did have thoughts that were just like not going in a positive direction, and then that's what was coming into me, and I'm like, help, get me out of this, right? And that can also, of course, lead to worry and anxiety and not sleeping very well and that type of thing. So good news is that's behind you, and it also means that you've had some experience with how that works when your thoughts start going in that direction. Now, in the month of August, is really about keeping your thoughts positive and catching yourself as you start down the spiral to pull yourself out of it right away. Rather than continuing to go down, find something that you can do that will pull you out of it in a quicker manner. Okay. So then the present, what you need to know or work on right now, they have the Ace of Air. And again, air cards are all about the mental capacity, kind of your head stuff, what's going on upstairs, as I like to say. And this is about new ideas and inspirations coming through for you, okay? And these are divinely guided. So the ideas that are coming to you are divinely guided. So please don't just brush them off and ignore them. Please take action on them. And it can be sometimes a challenging beginning when you're doing something. I'm thinking about this program the membership program that I created, Holy Hannah. I had a lot of work, number one, obviously, to do, but also just challenges with computer stuff and links not working and blah, so many different things. And so it can be a challenging beginning, but they want to just let you know that as you move through that and ask your angels and guides for help, it will smooth out. And the ideas are brilliant. They are inspired. And the cool thing about it is, even when you have things that come through in this that, don't seem positive, or maybe you have naysayers or that type of thing that come up, what this card is about you seeing the truth of the situation, what's really true, because you feel that. Like, what's really true. And oftentimes we get so caught up in what other people are saying or what somebody else thinks, and that's not truth. You feel the truth in what's happening. And so if somebody else is rubbing you the wrong way, or maybe you're rubbing them the wrong way, that type of thing, it might just be good to, send them love, of course. We always do that. Send them love, and then just, pull away from that person. is a potential action. But again, always listen to your heart. What is your heart telling you about that? What you should be doing? Okay, so then the last card, the future, is the Ace of Earth. So another sort of beginning card, if you will. Aces are, of course, beginning. And I like the idea of having a pair of aces, right? Two aces next to each other. Ace of Earth. The Earth cards are all about how you make your money and what you need to do to be here in a physical body on Earth. And this is about abundance coming. So it's a beautiful, just knowing as you put these brilliant ideas and plans into place, you're following that guidance. As you do that and keep your thoughts positive and optimistic, you will have abundance coming to you, and it's going to be coming in faster than you can even imagine. It's just really, and what I see around this is despite all of the different things going on, it's still going to feel calm and peaceful for you. Like you're still going to feel in control, as it were. And of course, us Aries, we really like to be in control, don't we? We really like to feel like we got a handle on things. That's part of our deal, right? And so it will feel like you have more control than you have in the past, and especially around your thoughts, because when you get in a space where you're able to pull yourself out of thinking and process those negative emotions that are coming up, then you just do feel like you're in more in control. So this can also be about promising a business venture. It can be about signing a contract, maybe for a new job, or a partnership. That type of thing can be coming through in the month of August, or because this is a future card, it could be even a little further out than that. All right, so let's keep going. We're going to get some more information with our messages from your angels deck, and this is one of my favorite decks that I really enjoy working with. So I was excited when the angels told me that I'd be able to do this one this month. Oh, we got two cards right there, and this is the fourth. Okay. All right. So we have beautiful angel Gabrielle. This is the past, or the basis of the situation, what you need to know or work on right now. And Gabrielle is really just wanting to confirm for you, and you guys know this, but it's sort of that bringing it in again, is that you have a really important life purpose related to communication. Okay, so communication can be like what I'm doing here, these videos. That's of course communicating. Writing is also a form of communication. Public speaking, that type of thing is communication. Anything related to newspaper writing, just any way you can communicate in all kinds of different ways. That's kind of a no-brainer, but I'm just trying to bring forth that your gifts can be brought into the world in a number of different ways. And so they just want you to know that not to let your insecurities get in the way of you doing your life purpose or following that, okay? So sometimes it can be kind of scary. When I first started doing these videos, I'm like, oh my goodness, like I'm gonna be putting this out into the world, and now I don't even know how many videos out there now. But it's just, you can feel a little bit insecure when you do it, and they're like, just brush that off, send it love, brush it off and just do it, right? Because once you do it, like once I started doing this, it's actually very fun for me. I really enjoy doing these videos for y'all. And there's my southern cousin word coming in, y'all. My southern cousins are coming to visit, and so I was just talking to my dad about that today, a couple of them anyway. And so just don't let those insecurities get in the way. Just just do it. Just take action and do it. Okay, so then we have Crystal coming through. I don't know if I've had this one before. I've had a couple new ones that have come in. This is, so Angel Crystal, I'll show you the card, sorry. Angel Crystal is coming through, and this is really just letting you know that there is positive, really good stuff on the horizon for you. And as a present card, this is really just I want to say it's like showing you that the sun is there, even though, you know, there's been a little bit of dark time in the last month where you haven't completely seen it, but the sun is there and it's coming out now. And you are going to see, as things unfold, all the goodness that's coming to you. And so it's, they're just wanting to let you know it's sort of on the horizon, so it's on its way to you, and just to continue keeping that faith and positive thoughts, okay? Positive thoughts and optimism, so, so important. Super important for you, especially in the month of August. Okay, and then we have Akasha is coming through, Angel Akasha, and this is letting you know, and this is a future card, so it can be later in the month of August or going into the future. And Akasha is about letting you know that you are a spiritual teacher, you are a, that's part of what you're meant to be doing. And so part of your job here and part of your life purpose is helping others awaken to their gifts and their life purpose. So that's what it means to be a spiritual teacher, is helping others awaken and others to recognize the truth within themselves and to have an easier time in this life. Because really, when you know the spiritual truths, you remember the things that you've forgotten, when that comes through, life just gets crazy magical, so cool. And it is just much more easy and more fun and lighthearted. And not to say that stuff doesn't happen, because of course it does. But the way that you're able to handle it when you know what you know about, you know, about our spirit in a body experience, it's different. It's not, it doesn't get to you like it had in the past. So just know that that's part of your gift, and part of your purpose is to be a teacher. And so sharing your knowledge with others is going to be really important, and be looking at ways that you can do that and incorporate that with the communication in the month of August, okay? So how can you get your teaching out there? How can you share your knowledge with other people? And, you know, some of you are sitting there thinking, well, gosh, I don't know that much more than anyone else. You do, though. You know a lot more than most people. Okay, if you're a spiritual teacher, you do. You know a lot more than most people. And you only have to be one step ahead of the people that you're helping, okay? You don't have to be leaps and bounds. If you were leaps and bounds of the people that you're trying to help, you wouldn't even be able to relate to them or connect with them on their level. So there's people there that need you, is what I'm trying to say, okay? And so figure out how it is that you're going to get that into the world. How are you going to communicate that? Is it videos? Is it audios? Is it, you know, through social media? Is it teaching classes? Is it writing blogs? What is it for you? Figure that out in the month of August. Okay, and then we have Angel Vanessa, which is, you know, I like to say this is kind of a future card, but it can be related to the further distant future, but it also can give us more information about this section as well. And so this is Angel Vanessa, so I'll show you the card. Angel Vanessa, and what I always feel like this card is about opening, and it's about, so you have a decision to make, right? And in order to make the decision, and because this is future, it might be something that hasn't come up for you yet, but in order to make that decision, you need to focus on what's bringing you closer to your path, okay? So lots of times we make a decision and we're like, oh, you know, everyone wants me to do this, and so I guess I'm going to do that, rather than, and your path is over here, like, right? So, like, taking this direction is leading you away from your path. So really getting quiet, meditating, going internal, and asking, you know, what is in my highest good? What is my highest decision here? What is going to get me closer to the path, okay? And all of this stuff, all the guidance that you're getting through these readings and that type of thing, is all to help you get back on track. It's like that correction type of thing. And most of it, you, like, in some deep way within yourself, you know this. And honestly, all of you could do this, connect with your angels and guides. It's just that I've opened a little bit more to it perhaps than you have at this point in time. And so just know that going inside and asking and figuring out which is going to be closer to my path, my purpose, and your, what it is that you really want in life, your core deep desires. And so asking that and then moving in that direction. So it might be a completely different direction than other people want you to do, and that's okay. It's perfect, right? You do what, and as Aries, I always like to say, Aries, we're leaders, right? We're the first zodiac sign. So we're leaders, but we don't necessarily care if anyone's following us, okay? So make your own path and go the way that feels best for you and lights you up. All right. So that's what I have for you, Aries, for the month of August 2016. There's more information in the deep dive reading, and you'll see in the next short little video here how to get a hold of that and how that all works. I have a membership program that I'm offering. You can also buy just an individual reading. Super cool with that, but it's just deeper dive information, longer reading, and a lot more information about feng shui and coaching type practices, that type of thing, action steps, if you will, for the month. So that's what I have for you today, Aries. Much love to you. Make sure you make time to relax, have fun, and enjoy your life. Much love. Hi, it's Kim Jolene again with Finding Your Fiji, and I'm sure those of you that have watched my readings in the months past are kind of wondering, like, where's the rest of the reading, right? Well, I've been guided to do something different starting this month and going forward, and the guidance is to provide sort of that general reading that I did for you on YouTube, and then provide a deeper dive reading for each one of the specific zodiac signs. And so these readings will give you more guidance, more specific advice regarding your career and life purpose, regarding your love relationships, of course, regarding your finances, and also regarding your health. And that would include your mental, physical, spiritual, and emotional health. So all of those different things will be covered in more detail than I have been doing in the readings that I've been doing the months leading up to this one. And so this is a monthly deep dive reading. And again, with all my readings, you get that sort of sense of peace and calm, that comfort, that feeling like you're not alone and that you have a team of guides and angels there to help you. Lots of support and advice. And you're also going to get clear actions to take. So I'm sharing not just concepts and ideas in these readings, the deep dive readings. I'm going to be sharing very specific action steps, and what I've been guided to do is provide actually an action step for each one of the 4 key areas. And so you'll actually have, you can call it homework or action step, whatever you want to call it, but you'll have actually an action step, something that you can do within that month that I'm going to give you more guidance around how you do that, and that will give you sort of those actions to take for the month. So it's not just about hearing stuff and just letting that, percolate. It's really about taking action on what you're hearing, okay? And so that's what I'm going to be providing in these readings. I've also been guided to provide deeper feng shui advice and feng shui tips and adjustments and different things like that. So you're going to get more advice around that, more advice around keeping your energy field clear, and specific things, even specific templates of things that I do with some of my coaching clients are going to come through in these readings. I've taped several of them already, and so I just going from what I've seen so far, that there's really a deep dive information in all of this. So these readings, again, as with all of my readings, sometimes you get, it's about getting a nudge for you to do something that you already sort of have felt called to do. Other times it's a little bit of a shake-up, wake-up call, like, yeah, you need to take care of this, like, hello. And then still other times it's really where the angels will say, the angels are being really pushy about this, and I feel that pressure from them when I'm doing the reading. And so when they're being really pushy about something, it's really an important, crucial step for you to help you get back on the path to your destiny, right? And to do what you came here to do, essentially. So these readings are going to be a membership. It's going to be a membership. You can purchase a single reading for $4.44, so that's pretty easy. And the value of that And the time I put into this is obviously a lot more than $4.44. When I do a 30 to 45-minute reading, typically that's anywhere from $70 to $100 is typically what I charge for that. So $4.44, pretty good deal for that. And you will also have the opportunity to do that via membership, where you pay, it's just an auto pay once a month, or you can pay it in full and get a discount on that. And those that do the membership piece of it are going to get some juicy bonuses as well. And there's a link below that you can find out more information and how that all works. And I just want to encourage you to give it a try, see what you think, let me know, and I welcome your suggestions as always in anything around that. I did notice one of the readings we had the people's loved ones come through, so that there's things that will happen in those readings that I can't predict, because whatever comes through, and so there's going to be some surprises in there always as well. And usually you'll have a little bit of a clue with a description about what sort of is coming in that reading if you're looking at just doing once a month. So that's what we have. Enjoy your day, and much love to you. Let me know if you have any questions. I always appreciate your comments, and enjoy helping you find your Fiji.